You fucking dumb.
Kick. You've probably been told about this streaming app for quite some time, and its reputation it's had. For anyone who doesn't know what Kick is, where the fuck have you been? Because honestly, it's pretty big. So, yeah, where the fuck have you been? But if you still don't know, allow me to explain. Kick is essentially Temu Twitch. There's no easy way to say it. It literally is Temu Twitch. Just Kick is slightly worse in its own way. In late 2022, the streaming service was founded by Bajin Tarari, Ed Craven, and streamer Trainwrecks TV. Not only that, but it was also supported by the online cryptocurrency casino known as Stake. And by early 2026, Kick had reached over 100 million total users, officially becoming one of the most top-watched live streaming services in the world. And obviously, Kick is well known to be Twitch's rival when it comes to online streaming. However, the difference between them is that Kick offers an industry-leading 95/5 subscription revenue split in favor of the creator. It doesn't matter who it was, they were still getting that revenue no matter what. And plus, the content that had been seen throughout the streaming service was mostly featuring a more looser content moderation, allowing categories such as online gambling and unscripted IRL streaming that faced stricter rules elsewhere. And at the same time, Kick had attracted massive talents, including streamers like XQC and Aiden Ross through multi-million-dollar deals. And within that streaming service, there is one particular person that is quite hated throughout social media. And in today's video, we'll be talking about a Kick streamer who's widely known to be controversial due to a history of severe behavioral backlash, toxic antiques, and provocative content, and more importantly, some of the messed up controversies they ever had. Neon. Yep, you've probably heard of that name on TikTok, Instagram, X, and many more social media apps. He's widely considered to be very hated by a lot of people, including streamers like Kai Snap, and even Kick streamers like the Island Boys. The public perception of him is that he's overwhelmed by negativity and at the same time driven by multiple high-profile incidents throughout his broadcast. His major controversies would consist of moments that would show why people hate him. Moments such as the time where he was temporarily banned from Kick after getting into a heated argument to the point where he even threatened to dox and sexually assault an underage viewer, which had also caused him to post a video stating his apology. And I gotta say, it was probably as bad as Logan Paul's video.
I've made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment.
Or perhaps even the time where he was arrested in Dubai for filming in a restricted area whilst traveling and creating provocative IRL content. Or even perhaps the time where he even faced immense backlash in 2019 for faking his own death as a teenager in order to gain clout and visibility. And he even had his own brother be a part of the lie. But when it comes to Neon's strategy to gain more views and clout, it's mostly clickbait that would be a part of that. His rise of streaming came to be when Neon and Aiden Ross had begun doing different collaborations. His first ever appearance alongside Aiden Ross consisted of doing, I think it was a mukbang? Or something along those lines. It was either a mukbang or it was one of those like try not to laugh challenges where you had water in your mouth and you had to try not to spit it all out. But he also had another person with him, a well-known person that you've probably seen on the internet countless times, known as Gorlock the Destroyer. Now, I don't even know who this person is, but I have seen various memes of this person, and I gotta say, what Neon said to this person is not great. But Neon had done several videos with Aiden Ross, including one where he had said to Gorlock, and quote, "I generally hope someone comes to your house and shoots you in the fucking head. You fucking hippo. Let me finish. I don't give a fuck about that fat bitch. How do you wake up like this? How do you not kill yourself? Please tell me. Please fucking tell me. How do you not want to kill yourself? You're fat, obese. Somebody needs to fucking stone you. Someone needs to fucking stone you." I gotta say, like, obviously everyone have seen what Gorlock the Destroyer looks like. And obviously she has well-known memes in regards of her weight, but you do not generally fucking say that to a person, especially that low. So I am sorry, but what the actual fuck? He had even had a moment with Aiden that involved him raging at Andrew Tate during a live stream. Yeah, he was definitely going through a lot.
You not know who the man is.
Favorite, tell yourself. You bitch.
Now, Aiden Ross wasn't the only one Neon had collabed with. He had also collabed with people like Sneeko, Fozzy, and even a collaboration with American rapper, model, and social media personality Ruby Rose to help boost his popularity as well. Now, if anyone wants to know, I don't know who Ruby Rose is. If you literally ask me who she is, I will say I don't fucking know. But as the weeks went by, so did his arrogance and his chase for even more clout, causing him to lash out on stream and become more violent and toxic to the point where Aiden Ross decided to distance himself from Neon, causing both of them to have some sort of beef. And ever since then, Neon has gone through some trials, including the time where he wanted to fight Most Critical. Not only that, but also Neon had not only pissed off people in the wrong ways, but have also done collabs with people that went very, very wrong. 3 of which have gone to the point where he's well known for them. The first of which being, well, as we mentioned them, the Island Boys. Now, if you don't know who the Island Boys are, good, because I don't even know who the fuck they are. I only know that they've said, I think, one certain thing is like, Island Boys.
Island boy, but I'm an island boy.
It's round about it. I don't even know who the fuck they are. I don't even know who's who. But back to the whole beef with Neon. In April 2025, the feud had sparked after one of the Island Boys had openly called out Neon for a boxing match. Now, Neon had responded, stating that he'd be open to fight if they continued to talk shit. However, he also stated that he would need proper time to train and build up his stamina, which is kind of understandable, but at the same time, what? And then other internet personalities such as Jack Doherty had weighed in on the feud, comparing both Neon's and the Island Boys' physiques and questioning their readiness for an actual fight. The aftermath of which had led to the Island Boys not fighting Neon due to him not accepting nor stepping into the ring to fight them. That's just basically him being a pussy. You know, if anything, you don't want to stir up a fight because you don't want to have the consequences. Like I've seen a video of Neon being in a moment where the Island Boys had beef, but I believe it was with Jack Doherty at the time. And you can see they don't fuck around. Like, they don't fuck around. The next moment that Neon had was with a collaboration with the infamous car streamer known as Squeeze Benz. He is known for getting into car chases with the police. That's one way to get content, I guess, if you want to act like you're in Need for Speed constantly. So, on April 29th, 2024, the duo had decided to stream a ride together in a Lamborghini Urus, in which Squeeze Benz had wore a helmet and kept his face and voice concealed during the stream. But during the stream, Neon can be seen terrified, feeling sick, and constantly begging Squeeze to drive safely. Which, if you're saying that to a person who's well known for driving fast and getting into chases that involve the police, it might not have been a good idea to collab with him in the first place. Now, the end result of the stream was that the vehicle had crashed on live stream. Yep, it literally, you can see the vehicle being crashed during that live stream. And it had prompted immediate panic and shouting from the passengers. The aftermath also consisted of both streamers evading the car crash and using evasive tactics across New York City, which of course had led to online speculation and police heat. But it also had led to Squeeze Benz being arrested for high-profile reckless driving stunts and related charges. As for Neon, his channel was removed from Kick following the viral clip, which, you know, I think I also seen like the aftermath of that. So like obviously Squeeze Benz being released from prison, doing his YouTube videos and all that, and him being fucking upset with Neon after that clip. So you can kind of see that Squeeze Benz was not a happy bunny when it came to that. And for the final moment, and for the funny enough, the most recent moment that involves Neon is during this year's Fanatic Fest in New York City. What is it with New York City, honestly? Like, the fucking car crashes, and now this. While Neon was live streaming at the event, he decided to go to backstage and take a look and obviously say hello to the people that were there. One of those people he had accidentally revealed the face of. That, of course, being the current WWE Intercontinental Champion, Penta. Now, the whole issue that happened was essentially one of Neon's cameramen had accidentally panned the camera towards Penta's face. He had then later confronted Neon and had kindly asked him to delete the footage, as it was a sacred rule to protect a luchador's mask and character's identity, which is very obvious and very, 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 very sacred. And during an interview with Chris Van Vliet, he was asked how important it was to wear the mask, which led to Penta stating, "It's very important, because when I take off the mask, I am the person. I have kids, parents, I have parents, I have friends, but when I put the mask on and I put the gear on, I become another person." So this was a very serious situation for Penta, and I do really feel sorry for him, because obviously, you know, he said he didn't want anyone to see his face, and then obviously a living fucking parasite decided, hey, we're gonna live stream across the backstage, whoa! Now, if anything, this was definitely Neon's fault for numerous things. For starters, if you are an IRL streamer, surely your cameraman should always focus on you, no matter what. Because not only do you have like people like Penta who don't want their face to be shown, but at the same time, it's, you know, kind of obvious that if you're an IRL streamer, your cameraman should always focus on you, no matter what. And Neon had stated saying it was an honest mistake, and also stating that the venue staff had told him that the streaming was allowed in that zone. But Penta was also reportedly told that he could take off his mask there. Now, the fallout towards the event was very interesting, as Neon was barred from filming in restricted areas and had faced heavy backlash towards numerous wrestling fans. He had also issued an on-camera apology, emphasizing that the broadcast was a miscommunication and not done with malicious intent. And despite Neon later attending the Saturday night's main event show on WWE, where the company had acknowledged him, he was loudly booed by the crowd.
Neon is here as well, having a great time, the streamer and YouTuber.
I think I'm getting booed, but it's alright. Let's go.
And was also visibly flipped off by another WWE star, that being, of course, Dominic Mysterio. Which, if anything, I would say that is karma for Neon. And it fucking serves him right. Now, if I was asked, do I like Neon before this video, I would happily say, fuck no. He's a lame piece of shit who's best described as a mosquito going from one famous person to another and easily getting a lot of backlash from various fans. And I don't think this is the last time we will see the parasite. But, with that in mind, thank you so much for watching the video. Don't forget to like the video, comment down below what your favorite part about it was. Share this video with your friends and family, and maybe even your pet dog. This has been the Masked Weeb, talking about the parasite known as Neon. And I will see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.